We are back again for yet another check-in. Today is a fun day, kind of. We're going to go ahead and put up the boards. Day 16, like I mentioned yesterday when I streamed, it was going to be a late workout for my evening workout. I was kind of dreading it, but I knew I was going to do it anyways. My hair is all like fucking crazy today. But I did manage to get on the bike, and when I got on there, I was like, let's just do, rather than there's like 3 programs in the mountains setting, which is like the most difficult of the programs that I've done. And I think I can like customize some really difficult ones too, but the hardest one's called Pikes Peak, and no, Summit. It's called the Summit. And I was like, let me just do it. Like, fuck it. Let's do it. Since I've had like so much food in my stomach, I had like 16 ounces of chicken in my stomach. I was like, let's just go for it. And it kicked my ass, man. Like, it's 4 minutes. At the 20-minute mark, it's 4 minutes of resistance of 16, which is really high. And it just destroyed me. But, all that to say, I did it. So, check mark. Hooray. Still have not missed a workout. Went to weigh in this morning. I woke up because it's my first day of vacation time. It's my first day. I woke up at 8, and I had a blood draw at 8:30. So I got up, I started getting ready, I weighed in, and I was up. I was like, motherfucker. I was up by, actually I wasn't up, I was flat. I was still 345.2, which is what I was yesterday. So I was a little bit bummed out, but I was like, this happens. It is what it is. I didn't like have a giant shit where I got rid of all that chicken. So I was like, one way or the other, it's still in there. So it'll catch up sooner or later. So I wasn't really that upset about it, but went to my blood draw. They're super quick. It's right down the street. So it's like 5 minutes to get there. They took 8 vials of blood. I have a lot of tests that I've been putting off. Like, I've done some stuff like after I was hospitalized, and then I had these other tests that I had to fast for. And they used to tell me, like, if you start fasting at midnight and you come in at 8, you're fine. Like, don't even worry about it. So that is what I did. Technically, I started fasting at 7:30 because I was done with my last meal of the day. But yeah, I went in. They took 8 vials of blood from me. Came home and was like, you know what? I wonder how much 8 vials of blood changes my weigh-in. So I got on there, and I was shocked to find out 8 vials of blood is 0.48 pounds. The weigh-in wound up being at 9 o'clock, which is what I've been doing most recently. Hadn't eaten yet, hadn't drank yet, hadn't shit yet, though. So I am down 0.4 pounds. I'm going to cheat the scale today with the blood draw, just because I found it fascinating. So my total weight loss currently is sitting at 19.2. I'm hovering really close to that 20 mark. There was no morning workout today because today is rest day, and there will be no evening workout. So that's cool. But yeah, I was nervous that I was going to weigh in the way I did. After I had such a big dinner, and I was just like, realistically, like, I need to have that large of a meal in the middle of the day, so I can digest it, and more importantly, so that I can have it as energy when I actually get on the bike. It was too close. It was too close to when I got on the bike for it to like have a substantial impact. So yeah, that's what yesterday was for me. So far today has been pretty good. It's my first day off of work. I still had to jump into meetings and handle some stuff, but I told them after that shit, I was like, all right, guys, I'm locking in. I'm committing to this. So my laptop is off my desk for the first time since we moved in here, unless I was taking it somewhere to be immediately put onto a different desk. So it is put away. Okay, as Wolf says, so wait, you had a hospital visit. How serious of a visit was this? So I was hospitalized for 2 days with an arrhythmia. I had a AFib, which is the top chambers of my heart not beating in rhythm with the other ones. That was caused by sleep apnea that I had not had diagnosed or treated. And it took me like 36 hours before I got discharged. When they do that, when your heart's like that, it tends to like speed up to try and reset itself. And my heart rate when I was taken in an ambulance from the house was like 210 beats a minute. So it was super high. The thing is though, like, I'm fairly healthy-ish for a guy my size. So my blood pressure is normal. My blood pressure is usually like 118 over 80. So the medicine they need to give me to slow my heart down drops your blood pressure, because usually those two things go hand in hand. If you have like a rapid heart rate, you usually have high blood pressure too. So they're like, we can only give you this medicine in a very slow drip. We can't like load you up with it because it'll drop your blood pressure to dangerous levels if we do that. So I was in there for a while. They gave me heparin too, which is a blood thinner, because they weren't sure if my heart was going to reset on its own. And if not, they basically just do a check. They put a scope down your throat to sit next to your heart to see if you have any clotting, because your heart can clot when the top chambers aren't beating in rhythm, because they're not pumping the blood out the way they should. And if you're all clear, if you're good to go, then they fucking electrocute you. Then they just take the paddles and but they put you under to do it. So that was the plan if my heart wasn't going to reset itself. But they hooked me up with a sleep apnea machine while I was there with a CPAP, which I had never used before. There was no settings done for it that were like custom to me. So it was just like a learning experience. It was very difficult. I didn't sleep very much at all. And then like in the morning, I wound up falling asleep at like 7, and I woke up at 10 for them to do an ultrasound on my heart to make sure there's no damage to it. Like all the blood tests came back that my heart was fine. Like all the other stuff was fine. But yeah, they had to check on my heart to make sure there was no like holes in it or anything along those lines before they could consider zapping me. But when she came in to do it, I had already, my heart had already reset. When I went to sleep, it reset. So they told me that I absolutely had to use a CPAP for the rest of my life. And that I need to do a sleep study, which I did. And it turns out every hour I have 58 instances of not breathing, which is severe. It's the threshold for severe, I think, is over 10 an hour. So I'm well fucking up there. And I've known that for a while. And it's why I've been like so exhausted in the mornings when I'm not really sleeping. So it's been pretty brutal. But now that I have the CPAP, man, I wake up refreshed. I sleep through the night. It's been wonderful. So it's a blessing in disguise, really. And, coming out of that and realizing like, well, they did state straight up like, look, this is because you have sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is going to be with you. You could lose weight and it might change the settings on your CPAP machine, but that thing's going to be with you forever. But I was like, I'm just going to lock back in and do this the way I know how to do it. And so that is what I'm doing. And that's sort of why. Wolf says, so funny, I have low blood pressure and I just did a sleep study for sleep apnea. I haven't got the results yet, but I'm extremely happy you're doing well now. Thank you, man. I'm curious to see how many instances they say you have per night, because like realistically, I think anyone who has more than 2 an hour should have a CPAP machine, and they're annoying at first, but once you like learn to sleep with it, it really does change your life. So hopefully if you have sleep apnea, they can get you that, and if not, then you're good to go and you don't need to worry about it. But all that to say, let's look at the charts. Screen share. So I'm at 344.8 currently. I've had 895 calories for the day. I had a granola bar and 2 cheese sticks, and I had 56 grams of baked Lays, which are fucking delicious, and I love baked Lays. I don't know how anyone doesn't like them. And then I had a 3.5 ounce sirloin along with 3 ounces of chicken, which wound up being 365 calories, and then I also had a fruit roll-up. So that was a fun lunch at 2 just now. I am confident that this number is going to come in well below 1,500, because I'm going to have an apple for my snack at 4:30, which will be bringing me to 500 calories remaining. Haven't decided what I want to have. Most likely is going to be something that's at least high in calories, but like not unhealthy. Usually for stuff like that, I'll look at like a pre-made meal, and there's plenty of them downstairs. There's like one that's like 480 calories, I think. That's like fish. It's like tilapia with a sauce that Robin gets. She doesn't really focus her pre-made meals on calories. It's just like portions, like proper portions, and honestly, they're really filling. So I might go with that. I might have a salad. I might have soup. Soup is a really good thing when I'm dieting, for low sodium soups. Because like they fill your stomach, they make you feel full, and it doesn't sit in your stomach for a whole long time because most of it's broth. So I might do that, but I have a lot of options for this evening, so pretty fucking stoked about that. Yeah, let me know when you find out, man. But the thing that I attached this check-in to make this a routine is my Wordle, because I have to do Wordle every day. Start out with clout every day. Swing and a miss. Second word is always raise. All right, that is helpful. I'm thinking parse, except the E doesn't work. Harsh. Maybe let's go with harsh. Okay, so we've learned a lot. The A always wasn't going to go there, so that was a stupid mistake on my part. But maybe not. Interesting. So it doesn't end RS. If the R, it could be brash. No, we already did the H. It could be brass. Well, it could be grass. There we go. Just like that. Got it in 5. Which is good. Still bummed that I missed it the other day. That streak was so high. Tier list. Why not? We'll do a tier list really fast. I wonder if they have like best defenses of all time. Probably not. It's probably too deep cut for something like this. 2025, 2026 offensive tackles. Jesus Christ. Look at the size. The size of these. It's just enormous. We're going to pass on all that. NFL, NFC, North position group rankings. Jesus. We're going to go ahead and not do an NFL one today. So let's see what we are going to do. Fast food. You know what? I miss food so much. I've done fries already, I'm pretty sure. Don't know if I want to do that. Let's see what's on here. Topping tier. Fast food tier list. Let's check this one versus this one, and then we'll do it based off that. Okay, so let's just do the one that has more. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, and I'm going to do this based off of my personal preference. And I'll just go down the line. Arby's, I fucking love Arby's. I think Arby's is severely underrated, although it is expensive. Burger King, I personally really like Burger King, and I think they have some of the cheaper deals. Carl's Jr. is good. I think they're too expensive. Their curly fries are good. I'd rather have Arby's. Their burgers are pretty good. I'd rather have In-N-Out or Burger King. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Chick-fil-A, I think Chick-fil-A is a one-trick pony because they have their chicken. It's good. But like, if I'm going to have a chicken sandwich, I would rather have one from fucking, honestly, Carl's Jr., which is also Hardee's. It's where they're both on here. I'd rather have a chicken sandwich from Popeyes or Wendy's. I like the chicken sandwiches at Burger King too. So it's not that it's not good. I just do not think it's that special. When I see the line for it, I'm like, okay, cool. Chipotle is good, but it's not always the best prepared. Like, I'll order a burrito and get it, and it's like the saddest thing I've ever seen. Dairy Queen hot food is severely underrated, and you can get chicken strips where you can dip them into gravy. That said, they have the saddest fucking hot dogs on the planet, and for that reason, they're dropping into C. This is going to move them to B for their desserts because their desserts are good. Domino's Pizza has quickly become one of my favorite pizzas, so I'm actually going to toss it up there. I don't know why there's a bunch of logos here, so we're going to skip this one. I think Five Guys is severely overpriced and overrated. I'm going to put it at C. It's not bad, but it's not good. Hardee's and Carl's Jr., this is just east of the Mississippi. In-N-Out. In-N-Out is another one-trick pony, but the difference is everything they do well. People that complain that their fries are, like, underdone. One, I don't agree with you at all. And two, you can just ask for them to be well done or extra well done, and that takes care of that. Jack in the Box is gross. There are certain things I'll get from Jack in the Box, and I always regret it. Jimmy John's is one of my favorite sandwich places, but I don't get it that frequently. KFC is one of my favorites. I fucking love their wings. McDonald's is S tier, guys. Like, I hate to say it, but realistically, like, I never feel good after I eat it, but I still go back. Panda Express, since COVID, they used to do this thing where when you got chicken teriyaki, they had like a thing of teriyaki sauce that the meat sat in, and then you can have it put on your rice. Now you can only get teriyaki sauce on the side out of a packet that's room temperature, and it's fucking disgusting. There's not really a lot of stuff I like at Panda Express, and anything that I do like there, I can get way better somewhere else, and it's usually cheaper at this point. Papa John's is the worst pizza place that I've had in my entire fucking life. It used to be good when I was in the Midwest. When I moved out to the West Coast, I realized they have a completely different recipe for the sauce, where it's almost sweet, and it's fucking disgusting. I don't eat it anymore. If someone brought Papa John's to a place, I wouldn't fucking eat it. And that's not me saying like I'm counting calories. That's me straight up saying like at any point. I'd much rather have Pizza Hut. It's okay. The pizzas that they have, like, they are what they are. Stuffed crust is always very good. Popeyes is fucking S tier. That said, it's way too expensive. I haven't had Popeyes in like a year because it's so expensive. I fucking love Sonic. I'm going to put them S tier, actually. I think they have an underrated double bacon cheeseburger. It's fucking great. Their tater tots are amazing. All the shakes that you can get, all of the drinks that you can get. Their mozzarella sticks are great. Their fucking popcorn chicken is great. Subway is okay. Subway used to be higher on this list for me, but now they have like pre-made sandwiches that like try and focus people into not customizing, which is annoying to me. Taco Bell for me is S tier. I love everything Taco Bell makes, even if it's like the same 5 ingredients just layered differently or wrapped differently. And I think it's the one I miss the most. Wendy's is really good. Wendy's is too expensive now. I haven't gone to Wendy's in almost a year. Like if you get a meal and fries, if you get a meal with fries and a drink, it's like 16, 17 bucks. You can go to fucking Chili's and get like an endless basket of fries, a giant burger, and a drink for less than that. That's fucking insane. Whataburger. I have a very conflicting feeling on Whataburger. I think their food is delicious. I have eaten there 4 times. Two of those times I've gotten food poisoning. Like severe explosive diarrhea, barfing, food poisoning. So I'm putting them at C because they can't stop fucking poisoning me. White Castle for me is the perfect drunk food. And if I eat it sober, I regret it very quickly. But as I'm eating it, I fucking love it. So I'm putting it all the way up at B tier. And this could change any given day. There are some that I would move up and down. The S tiers are pretty much locked in. KFC, I can move that up to S tier here and there. Wendy's, if it was less expensive, I might consider it. In-N-Out, I've considered it, but there's not a whole lot there. Yeah, I might move Burger King down. Burger King has a tendency when it's not good to be really fucking gross. Yeah, I think I'll lock this in. Save. Fast food. Food list. Save. And there's my list for the day. 2:51. Not sure what I'm going to do for the next several hours before Robin gets home. I might play WoW. I might play Ashes of Creation. I might not play anything. I don't know. The world is my oyster and I can do whatever the fuck I want, which is pretty cool. So that's going to be it for me. If I do stream tonight, I might stream. If I do play games tonight, I might stream. That's a low chance. I'd say like 20% chance that happens, but you never know. So that's going to be everything for me. I will check in tomorrow. Hopefully this rest day goes well and my weigh-in tomorrow goes well. We'll see what happens. Bye.